going on. Like, I was infuriated when people that I knew that I was friends with were trying to tell me that Hillary Clinton was a good choice. And that's the same choice. I'm like, look, I don't know if she's murdered people, but I know that I worry that she's murdered people. That's a real, I really wonder. Like, this Seth Rich.
I know. First of all, just leave. You don't even need to go there. You know,
there's so many other things.
There's so many other things that we know for a fact.
The Clinton Foundation, for instance.
Dead. In Washington, D.C., the giant grocery chain has announced a ban on large bags. Great. Now where will I shop? Complains one large bag.
This is the accusation.
I was infuriated when
around the word
I
treason.
knew that I was
I
friends
hate to say this,
with were trying
President
to tell
Barack,
me that
Obama,
Hillary Clinton was
there
a good
is now
choice.
Incontrovertible,
and
evidence
that's
that
the
he was
same
the
choice.
spearhead of
I'm like, seditious conspiracy.
I don't know if
to
she's
subvert the
murdered
will
people.
Of the
But I
American
know that I
people
worry that
and
she's
overthrow the
murdered people.
United States
That's
government
a real,
back in
I
2016.
really wonder like this.
They're saying that
Rich.
Obama knew that.
I know.
Russia
First of all,
did
just
not
leave
meddle.
It doesn't mean that Hillary would have been a good choice either. She was a terrible choice. She's a corrupt politician, one of the most unlikable people that's ever run for office. They were trying to get people to be supporting her just because she's a woman. This is going to be her history. Women, ladies, I stand with her. So there's all these women that have this blind allegiance towards this career politician, completely full of shit. She's been full of shit forever.
You look at Hillary. She uses the phrase, what was it? I wrote it down here. Handmaiden to the patriarchy, which I think she means she's bashing Monica Lewinsky. I'm not sure. But this only is appealing to an ever-shrinking circle of feminist women, the same who bow to the altar of trans men and keep silent when real women are victimized by really bad men. But again, it's another assigned opinion that's lazily presented, men against women. Whether it's race or gender, as long as you pit one group against the other, they won't look up at you. And this is how the Democrat Party survives, is they want everybody to fight each other.
Did not have any imp.
There's
Once
so many other
celebrated
things.
as.
There's so many other
hope
things that
Barack
we
Obama now
know
finds.
for a fact.
His legacy
The Clinton
under
Foundation
fire.
and
For
Joe Rogan
instance, isn't
dead.
holding back.
In Washington,
With
D.C.,
razor-sharp
the giant
wit.
and
Grocery
zero
chain has
patience
announced
for
a ban
political
on
theater.
Large
Rogan
bags,
rips through the charm.
Great.
The
Now, where will
speeches
I
and
shop?
the curated brand
Complains
here.
one
Expose
large
a
bag.
presidency wrapped
When
in
Joe Rogan
contradictions
and Greg Gutfeld turn
from polished
their
promises
comedic sniper
to
scopes
hollow
on
results.
Hillary.
This
Clinton's
rose cuts
subtlety
deep.
is the first
The shine
casualty.
is wearing off.
This isn't
The
a
script
polite
is
political jab.
falling flat,
It's
and the truth
a
is
merciless
finally
roast
breaking
that takes
through
the
decades.
We're guilty of massive amounts of misinformation and disinformation as a part of a propaganda campaign.
Attorney General Pam Bondi has directed federal prosecutors to launch a grand jury investigation into members of the Obama administration over the 2016 Russia investigation.
A lot of them are guilty of it. A lot of the people that are in that White House press conference, a lot of the organizations they work for, distributed absolute lies.
Total lies.
Tulsi Gabbard declassified documents that she says shows Obama administration officials manufactured intelligence to make it look like Russia interfered in the 2016 election.
How many of them during the whole Russiagate thing?
Some people think that the Russia thing was real.
Yeah, still.
I mean, the whole Steele dossier where it was like completely concocted.
Funded by the Clinton campaign.
Correct.
Fully staged
Of scandals,
illusion,
calculated
You've
maneuvers,
never seen it?
and he gets
PR
say,
disasters,
glass of
then
Flint
spins
tap
them
water,
into
and
a
I swear to
nonstop
God,
spectacle of
he
sarcasm.
drinks it like this.
From
Blushes.
awkward campaign
Can I get
stunts
some
to
water?
her uncanny.
I really
ability
did.
to dodge
Need a glass
accountability
of
like,
water.
This
It's an
is
Olympic
not
sport.
a
This roast
stunt.
serves.
Yours
Up Hillary's
instantly
political
isn't a stunt.
history on a
You have
silver
two.
platter.
It's
Seasoned,
seared
100%
and
a stunt.
utterly
When was the
annihilated.
last time a
Doesn't mean
president
that Hillary
stopped
would
a speech
have
to ask?
been a good
Can
choice either.
I get a glass
She
of
was
water?
a
Terrible
would.
choice. Never do.
And, you know, they're going to try to ignore him for as long as they can because they're deathly afraid of him. And they're going to do to him what they did to me in the Democratic primary of 2020, which is pretend you don't exist. And then if people start noticing you, then they will try to smear and cancel and destroy him at all costs.
I remember what Hillary did to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she's still standing.
Baseless smears that repeated over and over and over again by the propaganda media until people actually start to believe it. And it starts causing some real damage.
But on the bright side, Hillary didn't kill you.
No lies detected. Fact check true. You're an enemy of Hillary Clinton. You're still alive. That's a huge personal W.
He's a corrupt. They would have
politician,
water.
one of the most
ready for
him.
unlikable. Barack
People
Obama
that's
walks
ever
into
run for
history
office.
like a. man who just
trying to
discovered
get
his
people
own
to be
Wikipedia
supporting
page
her just because
and
she's
can't
a
stop refreshing
woman.
This is going
The
to
problem
be her
is
history.
every time he hits
Women, ladies,
update,
I stand with her.
It reads more
So,
like fanfiction.
There's all these
Then
women
fact.
that have this.
Joe Rogan
blind
didn't need
allegiance
a
towards
warm
this
up.
career.
He came in
Politician,
swinging like a guy,
completely
who just
full
realized
of
the
cheese,
emperor is not
been full of
just
forever.
naked.
He's
You
selling
look at
his
you.
wardrobe on.
Look at Hillary.
Netflix. She uses
Obama
the phrase,
did it where he
what was
repeated.
it?
This one is wild. This
What is
is
it?
Hillary Clinton in like 2008, and Hillary Clinton saying some wild MAGA type shit.
Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
She's a Republican.
If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes.
That
The
lie
I
about
wrote it
Donald
down.
Trump talking
Here
about
handmaid
white
aid to the
supremacists
patriarchy,
saying there,
which I
very
think she
fine
means
people
she's
on both
bashing.
sides. Monica
Let's
Lewinsky.
play
I'm
it.
not sure.
Then that there were
But this
very fine people
only
on
is appealing
both sides
to an
of a
ever-shrinking
white supremacist rally.
Circle
and
of
you had
feminist
some
women.
very bad people
The
in that
same who
group.
Bow,
But you
to
also
the
had
altar
people that
of
were
trans men,
very fine
and
people on both
keep
sides.
silent when
And
real
you
women are
had people
victimized
and I'm
by
not talking
really
about
bad men.
the
But
neoys
again,
and the
it's
white
another assigned
nationalists.
opinion that's
because they should
lazily
be condemned.
presented.
Totally.
Men against
But
women.
you had many
whether
people
it's
in
race
that
or gender,
group other
as
than
long
neoys
as and white.
You pit one
Now-
group.
The Obamas have officially approved Kamala Harris to be the Democrat Party nominee, paving her way to become the first female president. Man, who do I have to kill to get that endorsement, said one woman. Yeah.
against the other.
Okay.
They won't look up at
That's
you.
crazy.
And this is
I have never seen
how the Democrat
the
Party
Obama
survives
mythology
is they has been
want
polished
everybody
so.
to fight each other.
Many times it's
Hillary
practically
Clinton
a mirror.
has been dodging
Hope,
political
change, unity,
accountability longer
buzzwords
than
that age.
Most people
like
have
a
been
meme
dodging
from
there.
2008.
Student loans.
Joe isn't buying.
And Joe Rogan wasted no.
The way
Time
he
pointing
unpacks
out how
Obama's
absurdly
legacy,
untouchable,
feels less like
she
a
seems
critique
to think
and more
she
like
is.
a
He didn't
demolition
even have
with
to
a
break
smile
a sweat because
calling out the
beneath
bizarre
all
double
that
standard,
smut-hawking charm
where her
and
political blunders presidential
somehow
pose
get
is a man
rebranded
who pulled
as seasoned
the strings,
experience.
ducked the
It's
blame, and
like
now
watching someone
floats
burn down
above
a
accountability like a
kitchen
guru
and then get hired
with
as
a
a
drone
fire.
strike button.
Safety instructor
Must.
Rogan
Absolutely
painted her
must hold
career
every one
like
of
a
these
highlight reel of
criminals accountable
strategic
for the crimes
disasters wrapped
that
in
they committed.
Self-righteous
They are
speeches.
the most
He compared
heinous
her
crimes committed
ability
in
to
American
reinvent herself
history
after
but
every
yet promoted this idea.
scandal to a video
James
game
Comey,
character.
John
Respawning
Brennan
after
Clapper,
losing all their
Right.
For a fact.
The Clinton Foundation, for instance.
So, the Iraq War. I'm old enough, Joe, to remember when being for the Iraq War was a disqualifier in a Democratic primary. That's where I'm from. That's why she lost to Barack Obama the first goddamn time she ran.
Right.
And all of a sudden, we're supposed to now. People like Joy Behar says that was a long time ago. Forget about it. Why don't you go tell that to a soldier's, to a mother who's got a dead soldier?
lives. Biden
Only she keeps
in the
all
meeting.
the cheat codes.
They briefed
You're
Barack
guilty of massive
Obama
amounts
on
of
Hillary Clinton's
misinformation
plan
and
to, quote,
disinformation
tie
as
Trump
a
to Russia
part of a
collusion.
propaganda campaign.
Lies.
Attorney
It
General Pam
consumed our
Bondi
national
has directed
discourse.
federal
Obama
prosecutors
spent
to launch
8
a
years
grand
jury
styling
investigation
himself
as
into
the members
philosopher
of the
king.
Obama
modern
administration
America.
over the
Smooth voice,
2016
slow.
Russia
Hand gestures,
investigation.
The whole professor.
A lot of them
on
are
a
guilty of it.
Hammock vibe.
A lot of.
But Rogan
the people
didn't
that
fall
are
for
in that White House.
The cadence hypnosis
press conference.
A lot
He
of
knows
the
that.
organizations
Behind that
they
carefully
work for
calculated
distributed
com.
absolute
was a presidency
lies.
filled
Total
with
lies.
So,
Chelsea Gabbard
questionable.
declassified documents.
Even magicians were.
That she says
Confused.
shows Obama
They
administration.
said he was the cool.
Officials
President.
manufactured
Rogan's
intelligence
take,
to
cool is great.
make it look like
Until
Russia
you're using it to
interfered
ice
in.
public.
The
Outrage while
2016
playing
election.
puppet master.
How many of them
Backstage.
during the whole Russia.
But
every
gay
other
thing,
president got.
a lot of people
roasted
think
and
that the
one
Russia-
time during the White.
If you watch the conversation between James Comey,
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information.
when James Comey testified about what he did and what they found with the Hillary Clinton emails, and then her version of it,
I did not email any classified material to anyone. There is no classified material.
she's just a straight liar. She deleted 33,000
I
emails.
provided all my emails that could possibly be work-related.
Several thousand work-related emails that were not among the group of 30,000 emails returned by Secretary Clinton.
When they rigged the DNC, they rigged the primaries so that Bernie Sanders was going to lose.
I thought using one device would be simpler.
She also used numerous mobile devices to send phones and to read email.
She had her people into the DNC way in advance. That Donna Brazile book about it is mind-blowing.
Thing was real.
House
still.
press correspondence
Still,
thing.
Obama.
I mean, the whole
went
Steele
on
dossier
stage
where it
and
was like
he roasted
completely
Trump.
concocted.
And
by the
one of the
Clinton
lines